Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave. Thank you very much for joining me today, where we're going to talk about an auction that's taking place next Wednesday, which has some phenomenal guitars and stuff related to guitars, and how you can buy yourself possibly the greatest Christmas present of all time. Yes, guys, I am talking about the auction taking place next week, which is on Wednesday at 10 a.m. GMT. So that's kind of like in the middle of the night for you folks in the US and Canada and so forth. But there are some really good guitars available for pretty good prices. You can put your bids in now. I've put my bids in on a few guitars, so let's see what happens there. Some cool stuff I want to show you right now for sale. Some of it celebrity owned and superstar rock star guitar player owned, and some of it just really nice guitars at a really good price. The first thing I want to show you is this Jimmy Page Dragon Telecaster. This is the Mexican made model. Now you can buy these for most guitar retailers for about 1,300 euros right now. Just go buy a brand new one. However, on this auction, the current bid is 800 pounds, which I don't know, translates to about like 900 euros. So a big saving on that one if you wanted to get involved in it. It is one of the Telecasters I would love to pick up, and 2021 I am going to look to pick up a Telecaster. So that is definitely something I'm interested in. You should definitely check that out. I often get comments from left-handed guitar players in the comment sections. Don't forget, if you have any thoughts about these guitars, leave your comments in the comment section below. Check out all the links as well in the description. That would really help out the channel and it'd be super cool. But let's get back to the left-handed guitarists who comment on my videos. They're always saying, you know, left-handed guitarists have very little choice. Well, here's a choice for you. This is a 2004 Heritage H575. Yeah, that's it. It's a really, really beautiful guitar. And of course, Heritage guitars are made in the old Gibson factory in Kalamazoo, and they have a really great reputation for being fantastic. The thing about them is they're quite expensive. But this guitar is currently for sale at an auction price of £1,200 pounds. £1,200 because it's the UK. So that equates to less than $1,500. I think that's a great price. And if you're a left-handed guitar player into something kind of high-end and looking for something really cool this year, this could be your option. And a really interesting one, there's this Telecaster that I have been looking at on various retailers online. It's a black cherry burst double humbucker, I don't know, modernish kind of whatever Telecaster made in Indonesia. It retails around the 700 to 800 euro mark, and I think it's pretty cool. As you can see here, it's a really nice looking, it's a set neck, split coil humbuckers, all that sort of stuff. It looks really cool. They also make it in they also make this in a lemon drop burst, which is kind of cool as well. But this guitar at auction is £260 at the moment, and that is, I believe, an incredible offer. Now it does say that there's no output from the bridge pickup. Probably quite a simple fix, to be quite honest. Could be just a wiring issue. Fix it up. And look, if the pickup's not working, take it out. Put a different pickup in. It'll be fine. You might have to change the pot even. I don't know. But it should be a fairly straightforward job for most luthiers or advanced guitar technician people. You know Bernie Marsden and how he's selling all his stuff? They've got a buttload of his Marshall amplifiers at this sale, and it's pretty cool. Look at this one. This is a yellow C5. Yeah, it's a C5 Class 5 amp from a Marshall that was given to Bernie Marsden by Jim Marshall via his son Paul Marshall. How that quite works, I do not know, but you can buy this amplifier for £220 right now. £220, like $300. I don't know the conversion rate precisely, but it's pretty cheap, especially when you consider Bernie Marsden has, you know, especially when you consider who Bernie Marsden is. Pretty cool deal if you ask me. But he's not done just there. Bernie Marsden also has a Dunlop wah-wah pedal. He has a Gen Crybaby Super wah-wah. And you can pick this up. It was used in the Whitesnake years, and it's just like £50. So that's a pretty good deal. Does it still work? I don't know. It doesn't say, but it's pretty cool. I'd imagine if there's a problem with it, they would actually say that it doesn't work. So moving away from Bernie Marsden for a minute, and one of my favorite guitarists, as you all know, I'm sure if you watch the channel on a regular basis, and if you don't, shame on you, hit that subscribe button and come back here the next time I release a video, which will be on Wednesday. So yeah, you know, one of my favorite guitarists is Rory Gallagher. I absolutely love Rory Gallagher. There's two guitars of interest in the sale for Rory Gallagher at the moment. There is this Fender Rory Gallagher replica guitar. It's a reissue of Rory Gallagher's famous Stratocaster that he tinkered with, played with, and had a lot of modifications on. That guitar usually retails at around $3,000, and at the moment you can pick this one up for about $1,800 as is the current bid. Definitely worth picking up if you're a huge Rory Gallagher fan and you've got about $2,000 to spare. I do not, so I will not be buying it. But I do have bids on other guitars in this sale, so we'll be keeping an eye out on Wednesday morning. The other one is a Gibson L6 that comes with a supporting document saying that, you know, this was Rory Gallagher's guitar by a member of his family. Now, this one's a little bit more expensive. This is €7,500 as an actual Rory Gallagher owned guitar. Still, is that a bargain? Probably, because he's one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Also, somebody who would come into the conversation about greatest guitar players of all time is Mark Knopfler. Now, I don't personally think he's in the top 5, but a lot of people out there do, and that's fine, because we all love just debating this kind of stuff. Now, Mark Knopfler had a competition running with one of the newspapers in the UK a few years ago, like 20 years ago or something, and they gave away a Fender Stratocaster signed by Mark Knopfler. This is what it looks like, and it's currently available for under £400. I think the estimate on it, let me see, yeah, it says £400 to £800 for a guitar signed by potentially one of the greatest guitar players of our time. That is a phenomenal deal, and it is a proper Fender Stratocaster as well. It's not like a knockoff he signed, so pretty cool stuff there. Listen, there's also guitars in this sale on the higher price range. Guitars owned by Prince, guitars owned by Richie Sambora, guitars owned by Bob Dylan. There's lots and lots of famous people's guitars up for sale. There's lots of cool guitars that I hadn't seen before, and something that I'm really intrigued by is this Squier. It's a 2005 Squier Telecaster double humbucker. Does it look like something familiar to you? Does it look like a Troublemaker Telly? Because it does to me. Now listen, I don't keep up with Squier guitars too often, and I've never seen this model before. This is available at quite a cheap price. I'm not going to tell you how much because I'm bidding for it. I want this guitar. It's a set neck double humbucker, basically Les Paul stroke Telecaster made by Squier by Fender. Made in Korea around 2005. Interesting stuff there. And let me tell you, this auction has some really cool vintage and modern and every kind of guitar. If you're after a new guitar, remember like a 2018 Fender Player Series Stratocaster or Telecaster, they've got those. If you're after a fairly new Epiphone or a fairly new Gibson Les Paul, they've got those. They've got all sorts of guitars, and it's definitely, just as a guitarist who's interested in guitars, it's worth checking this out. I will leave a link in the description below, guys. Not an affiliate link, anything like that, just a link so you can check it out. Check out the two sales they have going on, memorabilia and the guitar sale. And with that said, guys, that is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed checking out these videos. Thank you very much for leaving comments down below, for liking the video, and for checking out some of the links in the description. Of course, if you could hit that subscribe button, it'd really help me out. And I look forward to seeing you again on the next video, which will be on Wednesday. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.